The following presentation is brought to you by our sponsor, Smunchy Games. Please visit our sponsor at www.smunchygames.com. You can purchase Pokemon plushies, beanies, and Pokecrate boxes at that website. Please enter Tesla at checkout. That's Tesla, T-E-S-L-A, all lowercase letters. You have 5% off of your purchase. SmunchyGames.com. What is going on, Mousetrap? It is Teslamouse here, being one of our final 3 ORAS WiFi Battles that will be going up on my YouTube channel before Teslamouse release. That's right, I'm uploading all 3 Wi-Fi Battles today. So yeah, the first Wi-Fi Battle that we are uploading is against Shanoboy. Now we battled this guy once before, or actually quite a few times before, and I might have 2 battles of ours on YouTube. I know I at least have one of them, so yeah. This battle took place like back in end of September, beginning of October, something like that. He is bringing a Mega Sableye team, if I remember correctly. I'm bringing my Mega Gardevoir team, so yeah, you can see who has the advantage in the match due to team preview. Now let's go over my team real quick. I got Thundurus, Incarnate, I got Keldeo, Latias, Lando-T, Ferrothorn, and Gardevoir. No fire types on my team. He has Ferrothorn, Sableye, Azumarill, Lando-T, Talonflame, and Latias himself. So basically the deal with Ferrothorn, we have Thundurus' Focus Blast, and Keldeo's Secret Sword. We have, I believe, the Gardevoir has Focus Blast on this in this battle, or it has Hidden Power Ground. I forgot which I switched it with, but yeah, we have 2 ways to deal with Ferrothorn. But with that being in mind, guys, let's get right into the battle as we take on Shanoboy in an OU Tier WiFi Battle. My opposition is going to lead off with his Ferrothorn. I'm going to lead off my Thundurus Incarnate, and I'm going to go right for the Focus Blast and hope that it actually hits, because when I use Focus Blast, it missed, and of course it does miss. So my opponent's going to set the rocks around me, and he's going to switch his Ferrothorn out and go right into Sableye here, expecting a Focus Blast. But I knew he was going to switch out, so I went for Volt Switch instead. That does over 50% to the Sableye, and out will come my Keldeo. So I have Keldeo out, he has Sableye out. He's going to Mega Evolve a Sableye, and I believe I go for a Scald here. And my opponent is going to go for a Recover, so he has some HP back. So Keldeo's going to hit Scald on his Sableye. This is by the way being recorded from his perspective because I didn't have room to save the battle. So go for a second Scald. He goes for a Will-O-Wisp for some reason. I'm kind of surprised to not call mine up or try to recover up. But I'm going to go for Ice Wind, predicting a switch, and he is going to get knocked out. So down goes this Mega Sableye. So Keldeo gets hurt by the burn. Next up will come his Ferrothorn. I'm going to go for Expert Bell boosted Secret Sword because I do run Expert Bell on my Keldeo to block like Choice Scarf and whatnot. He's going to go for the Power Whip, and that is going to absolutely destroy Keldeo. So Keldeo is knocked down. Next out comes Latias X. I'm going to go ahead and get a Defog off to clear away the hazards because I don't want my Thundurus Incarnate to take any rocks damage. My opponent is going to go for a T-Wave on my Latias, so that's going to slow down my Latias quite a bit. I'm going to go for a Side Shock to hopefully take out Gardevoir from the swing, so it's probably not going to happen. 17 HP, yeah, wasn't going to happen. He goes for a Stealth Rock. So I'm going to go yet for another Defog. My opponent's going to switch his Ferrothorn out and go right to Azumarill, as my Latias is fully paralyzed. I'm going to withdraw Latias X. I'm going to go right into I Love Hugs the Ferrothorn and see what he wants to do. My opponent is going to go for a Play Rough, I believe, and that's going to do like nothing to my Ferrothorn. So after Azumarill takes Iron Barb's damage, my Ferrothorn is going to get healed left over. I'm not running Rocky Helmet with my Ferrothorn. He's going to withdraw his Azumarill and go right into Talonflame, as I do go for a T-Wave predicting that switch. Not that T-Wave and Talonflame really does any good, considering that it has Gale Wings until Gen 7 at least, where Gale Wings will be significantly powered out. But I'm going to basically sack off my Ferrothorn. I get a free Rock Set because his Talonflame did get fully paralyzed, which is awesome. Although I still kind of want to get rid of rocks off my side of the field. So yeah, fully paralyzed again. I'm going to go for Iron Head just to get some cheap damage off, and I'm just waiting for my Ferrothorn to be completely obliterated by Flare Blitz. My opponent's going to go for a Brave Bird. I guess maybe predicting the switch. Brave Bird's going to do over 50%. Telephone's going to take Iron Bird's damage and Brave Bird recoil. Go for another Iron Head, which is fine. And my Telephone's going to get leftovers. My opponent's going to switch out his Telepone for some reason and go right into Sky Dodge the Landorus T. Get the Intimidate off on my Ferrothorn. I do go for Protect to see what Telepone wants to do next. But he switches into Landorus T. Go for another Protect just to get some free leftovers recovery and to see what Landorus T wants to do. And Landorus T is in fact going to go for the EQ. Now, I assume this Landorus T was Scarf. However, he's going to go for Earthquake. It's going to almost take up my Ferrothorn. I'm going to go for Iron Head just to get some damage off on it. And my Ferrothorn is going to get here leftovers. So unless you get rid of the rocks, Scumflame dies next time it switches in. So I'm going for Protect again, get some more free leftovers recovery, which is awesome. And I'm going to withdraw my Ferrothorn and go right into Latias X, expecting an Earthquake again. So he does go for the EQ. Latias shows Levitate. He's going to withdraw Sky Dodge the Landorus T and go to Azumarill. Because I do try to go for a Defog here. And sadly, once again, Latias X is fully paralyzed. He goes for a Waterfall. I'm not sure why. It does flinch my Latias. It goes for a Play Rough after that, and that'll take it out. So this is not a choice Azumarill. Sadly, I cannot get rid of rocks off onto the field, so I go right into Ferrothorn here. Ferrothorn's going to take some rocks damage, and my opponent's going to withdraw his Ethanol. I guess he does not have Superpower in it. He goes into his own Latias here. As they do go for an Iron Head, there's some damage off. So Latias is down like 89 HP. Ferrothorn gets the leftovers. He is going to go for a Defog. He gets rid of the hazards on both sides of the field, which is great. So I didn't need to do that. I'm going to go for a T-Wave on his Latias now. His Latias is now paralyzed. Ferrothorn's going to take just some leftovers recovery. And his Latias is going for a Healing Wish and actually switch into Talonflame and heal off all the damage. So I'm like, oh crap. But I do get my rocks up. And Ferrothorn is slower than Latias, even paralyzed. It shows how slow Ferrothorn is. And out comes Talonflame, which is going to get healed fully, loses paralysis, gets Izzy back. Still going to take half damage from rocks though, because rocks are off before Healing Wish activated. And I'm going to go for Protect to see what he wants to do. My opponent goes for a Brave Bird, that's fine. My Ferrothorn gets healed leftovers. And he's going to go for Brave Bird and probably take out my Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn is knocked out. I'm going to do some Iron Bar damage and some recoil from Brave Bird, go for the Iron Head. It actually does not take up Ferrothorn, my mistake, and my Ferrothorn actually kills the Talonflame, which is quite amazing if I do say so myself. Next up comes Azumarill. Then take some rocks damage. He's going to go for Aqua Jet. That should finish off Ferrothorn from this range, and it does. So Azumarill is down. Or actually, Ferrothorn is down, rather. I'm going to go to Your Funeral, the Gardevoir here. I'm going to trace the huge power, not that it really matters. I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution, go right for a Hyper Voice to get as much damage off on the Azumarill as possible, even though it's most likely Assault vested. And it almost takes out by 8 HP left. Goes for Waterfall, that knocks the Gardevoir down to red. Goes to Aqua Jet, finishes off the Gardevoir, and I'm like, oh crap. Then I go to Remove Genie's Landorus T, get the Intimidate off. I go for a knockoff in case he wants to preserve the Azumarill and go to Lando T, but he goes for Aqua Jet instead, and knockoff will kill off the Azumarill from that range. So, goodbye Azumarill. Next up will come his Ferrothorn. We're going to once again go for a knockoff. That's going to take out Ferrothorn after rocks damage, which is awesome. And Landorus T is going to take some Iron Barbs damage as well as Rocky Helmet. So next up comes his Landorus T. Sky Dodge versus Remove Genies. I'm going to try to go for a knockoff of my Landorus T. Unfortunately, I lose the speed tie after the Intimidate. And his Landorus T is going for a knockoff and take out my Landorus T. Next up will come Lord Raiden, the Thunderous Incarnate. He's going to go for a knockoff. Does about over 50%. And my Lord Raiden is going to go for Hidden Power Ice. And that will knock out the Landorus T. And that is GG. Right, so I found it very odd that my opponent did not go for the Stone Edge on my Landorus T and follow up with Stone Edge on Thunderous. I guess maybe he didn't want to risk the miss, but if he did that, he would have won the match most likely, assuming he hit his Stone Edges, because Stone Edge would have knocked out my Landorus T at the range it was in, then knocked out Thunderous, and that would have been over for me. But regardless, it was a pretty good battle. Definitely sad that the Hyper Points from Mega Gardevoir did not take out his Azumarill, but regardless, I did pick up the win, and I'm very glad for that. But either way, Shanoboy, good game, bro. Thank you so much for the battle, man. I appreciate it a lot, and it was a pleasure battling you in ORAS, and I'm sure we'll battle in Sun and Moon in the future. So yeah. Also, guys, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more fantastic Wi-Fi battle action. And I will control on the flip side. And remember, stay salty, Rixers. Stay salty. Also, enjoy Sun and Moon, because it's coming out tomorrow night, actually.